California flag and there's the bear on it?
Yeah.
That's actually a grizzly bear. You guys listen. So grizzly bears used to live in California, but they got all killed off because like so many people lived here and they didn't like them, so they shot them off. And now there's no more grizzly bears here. There still are grizzly bears in the United States. There are some. No, that's actually a black bear. Even though it's not black, black bear can be like honey colored like that, all the way to like black. No, it's called black bear. This skull is pretty interesting because this bear was shot. Like you can see right there.
Wow.
Right through the head. I don't know why. I'm not sure why, but I saw that skull. I was like, that's really interesting. I know, right through the brain. Now this perfect. Thanks, man. Now, I know, it's scary. Okay, go back. Thanks. Grizzly bears, black bears, live in this area here, and they are omnivores, so they eat berries, they eat plants, but they also eat animals. They eat little animals.
Do they eat rabbits?
We're talking about black bears right now. They would eat a rabbit. But something, can you guys not talk, please? Something is though, they're kind of opportunist. So if there's like human food or human trash around, they'll go and eat that. And so, like there's a campsite over there. I used to camp with my family as a kid over there. And one time we had a black bear come through, and what you had to do is like make a lot of noise. So you grab your pots and pans and bang it, and it kind of scares the black bear away. But there's a problem when the black bears get accustomed to human food. They'll know it's there, and they'll keep coming back. And then what happens is they get used to it, and they get braver and braver. And then at some point, they start to become aggressive. If you like move your food or whatever, they'll think like humans equal free food or whatever. So they'll start becoming aggressive, and at that point, they'll have to shoot a bear and kill it. So that may have been what happened with that bear, I'm not sure, but they may have done that. And that's really sad, and we don't want that to happen. So.
But why would they become aggressive because they ate the human food?
Well, because they know that like the food is there, and say they come to know that like food is inside a cooler, and say you're sitting at your campsite and a cooler's there, and a bear's coming up, and you're like, get out of here! But he sees the cooler, and he's like, food. He's like not gonna do that. And if you try to scare him off, he might become aggressive and like,
I get it.
you know what I mean? If they get too comfortable with humans, they'll do that. So, yeah, bears. Something else interesting is that like when the weather, like for instance, this winter season was really bad. There wasn't a lot of snow, which means there's not a lot of water out here for the plants to grow, which means there's not going to be a lot of berries and stuff like that, which means there's no food for the bears, and they're going to start coming into camp more. So this summer we might have a little more of a problem with bears. Two things I want you guys to know this for real. Okay, there's bears, and then there's mountain lions. And those are the two like big in this area. If you see a bear, what you do is you make a lot of noise. They're pretty much usually scared of people. We want to keep bears wild, and so you like bang pots and pans, you make a lot of noise, and usually that just scares the bear away. If you see a bear, you can just be like, ah, like whatever, and like make noise and like kind of run away or walk away and get out of there. But you don't want to be aggressive towards a bear. Say you're a bear, and I'm like this, bah! Like he might just be chilling, and also he's like, whoa, that animal wants to be aggressive at me. It's like, we want to fight? All right, let's do this, you know? So like, you don't want to be aggressive towards a bear, because it might take that as a sign of aggression. So you just want to make noise and like just walk away slowly. Now mountain lions, on the other hand, they are cats. And have you ever played with like a house cat and a laser beam? You know, it chases around. Okay, cats have this like natural instinct to chase things. So if you come in contact with a mountain lion, you do not want to run, because it'll be like, oh sweet, chase, you know, like come after you and like attack you. So like, if you see a mountain lion, if you had a laser, no, you won't have a laser, so it doesn't matter. If you come into contact with a mountain lion, do not run away. What you want to do is make yourself look as big as possible. So if you have like a jacket, take off your jacket and like hold it up really high and like look really big, because the mountain lion's gonna see that big thing and be like, oh, that's like.
Are they scared of bears?
I don't know. Mountain lions, probably not. Mountain lions will see that big thing and be like, I don't want to take that down. That's gonna be a lot of work. Like I don't want to fight that. But also, if you have like a little kid with you, for instance, you come here. Not that you're a little kid, but you're a lot smaller than me. Okay. So say like all of us are over here, when she was like right there, the mountain lion would see this big mass, and then see like this little girl over here, and he sees the big mass, and he goes, oh, the little weak one by itself. I'm gonna eat that one, you know. So what you want to do is bring them close to you, and then you're part of the big mass, and then like you're safe. Like the mountain lion's not gonna, most likely won't come after you because you're like so big. Same thing with little kids. You don't want to like let them be down by themselves. You want to pick them up, and you don't want to bend over and pick them up, because when you bend over, all of a sudden I look a lot smaller, right, than if I'm like this. So you want to like bring them up very carefully. If you do happen to get attacked by a bear, what they say to do is to like roll up in a ball and kind of play dead, like cover your vitals, like your face and your neck and stuff like that, and just like stay there. Try to not look like food. They might bat you around a little bit, but usually they'll take off. But cats, on the other hand, like mountain lions or bobcats, you want to fight back. You want to try to do as much injury to them, because there's an instinct when an animal is getting